In this video, we're going to look at filter replacement for routine ZAG maintenance. The zero error generator has 4 filters. Assuming you're using it on average conditions, the fan filter should be blown out monthly, and the other filters we recommend that you replace annually. If the ambient environment where you're using your ZAG is dirtier or damper, you might need to do this more often. The first filter is the air intake filter, which is very easily replaced by unscrewing the existing filter and screwing a new filter in its place. The next filter is the fan filter. This is located on the rear panel. You have a few options. You can blow this clean, you can wash it with water and dry it, or you can replace it entirely. To begin, you'll snap off the cover and then simply remove the filter. At that point, you can wash it or blow it out. We're going to replace it. Wipe the grid with some deionized water to clean off any dust or debris before replacing with a new filter or your cleaned filter and snapping the cover back in place. You need to pull a little bit to make it lock securely. Moving to the inside of the unit, we have one final filter, which is indicated by the number 4 on this photograph. You'll begin by removing the bowl of the final filter, and that just unscrews as you can see here. You can then set that off to the side. You'll then unscrew the filter element itself in the same way. You'll then remove the element from the post, dispose of it. You want to put some rubbing alcohol and put the new filter element onto that same shop towel for reinstallation. You then reverse the process to screw the new element into place. Returning to the final filter element bowl, dampen a shop towel with some distilled water. Give the bowl a good wipe and then dry it. The last step is to reinstall the bowl that is just screwed in until it's nice and tight. The final filter is a coalescing filter. Removing this element is very similar to the final filter. However, it requires we first remove the filter bracket to allow easy access to that filter element. The location of the coalescing filter element is here, noted by the number 3. To begin, you're going to disconnect the coalescing filter output tubing, which is indicated here. You can see that being done in this video. You can then loosen it by hand. The next step will be to remove the 2 screws that hold the bracket in place, which are indicated here. Once you've done that, the whole assembly can be lifted out. Now that you have access to that bowl, you'll remove it either by hand or using some soft grip pliers if necessary. You can then see the filter element. You'll need a flat-headed screwdriver to unscrew the post and release that filter element. You can then throw the old element away, insert the new element onto that post, and screw it back into place. You can then seat the provided O-ring, and then you're going to screw the bowl back into place. The final step is to reinstall the assembly. We suggest that you loosely screw in one of the 2 bracket screws. As you can see, we're going to put the top screw in loosely here, and then reconnect the plumbing before adding the second screw and tightening everything up. Once that's complete, you've replaced all of the necessary filters and your ZAG is ready to run. We do suggest that you let it run for a half an hour or so before using the unit. We hope this video was helpful. If you have questions, you can always contact our service department for more information.